It's that time of year now where the weather gets warm and it's sunny one day and then the next 5 days it dumps rain on you 'cause, you know, the climate is an asshole. I checked the weather network. Today, right now, sunny, warm, 0 degrees. Next 3 days, do you want rain and snow 24 hours? 'Cause that's what you're going to get. And then it's like, what the fuck? That's bullshit. It's like somebody giving you a lollipop, right? And then punching you in the face 3 times. I mean, listen, the lollipop is good, but I don't really like how you punched me in the face thrice, okay? That felt like shit. That was unnecessary, but like, what am I going to do, right? I can't manipulate the clouds and tell them not to, drown us. So, but what I really want to talk about in relation to this is, it's pretty nostalgic. This is the kind of weather, back in the day in high school when I was still young and dumb and I could still lie to myself about how nice the world was and how much sense it made, you know? Yeah, on days like this, I'd get out of class and get out of class right about now, actually, but I'd get out of class right about now and Fred, he went to a different high school. He took the bus. He'd be waiting there outside the front door, and me and him would talk and goof off, and then, we kind of linger around and see if anybody else we knew was, coming out, and we'd walk to his place, which was 15 minutes walking away, and, you know, go to his basement, go to his man cave, watch stupid videos, MLG compilations or funny soldiers in Afghanistan or, I don't know, Star Trek bloopers, and, he'd have like 2 bite brownies and other, junk, mostly like Cokes that we'd load up on that shit. And I'd stay there for like an hour or two, and then we just fuck around. And I would probably help him a little bit with his math homework because I was actually smart then. And then I, come home and I don't know, go on my Chromebook and do whatever. This is mostly like ninth grade, so that was like years ago. And like, holy fuck, it's been pretty much a decade since that happened. Or something like that. I don't know. I don't give a shit. Doesn't matter now. Um, Sometimes as well we'd go to the nearby plaza and we'd see more of our friends there, and I'd see some people that I knew that he didn't know, and we'd get 2 pizzas and a pop, and that shit was like $3, 3.25 Canadian. Let me check up how much that is. So that shit was like $2. It was about like it was about $2 at the time, and now it's $4. It was like 2.25 at the time, like two pizzas, and I think it was like large pizzas, like 2 large pizza slices was 2.25 American, and now it's like $4.33, and we're broke, so we can't afford that shit. But back then we could, because it was cheaper too, and then like I said, we just do the same thing where I'd go back to his place and mess around, and of course we were kids. We were what, like 14. So we'd make dick jokes and your mama jokes, your mama's so fat, and you know, he'd like try to hump a pillar and be like, hey, hey, raccoon, yo, this is you and that one girl, in your fucking like chemistry class or some shit, or like, hey, something like that. Yeah, I know. It's nothing spectacular, just dumb teenagers doing dumb teenage stuff. And I'll never do that again. A lot of you guys watching probably never even got what I experienced, but so what? Does it make a difference now? You and I, we're both in the same fucking boat, both losers, both failures. We can't integrate into society. And here's a thought about society that I had this morning. We are essentially using hedonism to rationalize our decline and also rationalize the whole like working hard thing, right? Because that's what we tell ourselves, or at least that's what most normies, NPCs, randoms, most people will just say, will be nice, seem to tell themselves is, hey, work hard, pay your bills, follow the law, be polite, put on all these social niceties, and everything will work out. Everything will be fine. We'll be rewarded. We'll have a bunch of money where we can, spend it on shopping for expensive shit and go on, fancy vacations, and then we can pay for the kids' college fund, and we'll have so much money when we retire, and for 30 years after we retire, or, however long we last, we're gonna tour the whole fucking world. That's what people are telling themselves, and it's fair. I mean, who doesn't fucking want that? Or at least a lot of people do. Enough people do to justify the system, but it doesn't work like that anymore. Purchasing power is decreasing. It's not going to return. Wages are either stagnant or just. No, they're just stagnant. And then, inflation. It's like, oh, if we bring, the orange, you know, Cheeto hair man in, he's going to fix everything. Like, no, stop relying on people in suits to fix your problems. They don't know who you are. They don't care about you. They just want you to get them in power, right? By appealing to your emotions. Because let's be honest, the democratic process, 80 to 90% of it is, what do I hear that makes me feel good? Not, hey, have I actually thought about this? Like, is this candidate really representative of what I want? But I mean, hey, fair enough, right? Like I said, we're in the decline phase, so it's not that surprising. I mean, again, people have always done this, obviously. We just do it a lot more now, and social media amplifies that, but I don't need to talk about that shit. Right? So that's pretty much how it goes, right? Like, wages stay where they are, and the prices will just keep going up. Up and up and up and up and up. Maybe they might not spike. They might only increase gradually, but they're still, they're still increasing. Right, and there's the whole thing of, there's not enough kids being born, and there's going to be a bunch of old people in the future, and all the young people, people like me now are going to have to be burdened paying, taxes to support their fucking pensions and 401ks, and, putting them through those retirement homes and other public services and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that's gonna work out. I mean, there's also the whole thing in Europe, and there's a thing with the Middle East where that shit is probably gonna, go boom within 2025. But if it doesn't happen, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't, either way, for the long run, we're fucked. Or we're just not going to have the same standard of living that we were promised. We will never have it again, I would dare say. Ever. Right? So that's how we justify our decline. Right? We're declining. We're just slowly, crumbling, right? I just gave an example, right, in terms of wages, the American/Canadian dream. Then there's the whole thing with identity politics and the manufacturing base, and I'm not going to talk about that because that's been done to death on YouTube. But essentially, that's what we're telling ourselves. The whole the hedonism, materialism part. It's like, oh, I'm going to work hard, earn a bunch of money to spend it on crap I probably don't need to do. Like just living the extravagant lifestyle because, that's what they tell you in school when you're a kid. Like, oh, you do A and you'll be rich. And it's like, hey, pal, I don't think I'll ever be able to buy a house. Oh, that's fine. Just work overtime. Come on, just work overtime. Work 100 hours a week. You'll be able to afford a mansion in Beverly Hills when you're 50. Yay! And then you're 50 and you're still living in like a fucking like a shitty condo that you're sharing with your wife because you're both high earners. You're both earning like 6 figures, but you're still poor. And you probably got like those Matrix headsets and you're eating like, I don't know, chemical slop because fucking the monopolies have consolidated the farms already. Filtering for YouTube censors is annoying. And next thing you know, like, oh, this video does hate speech. Like, what do you mean hate speech? I'm talking about reality. If this video gets taken down, I'm going to be pissed. On a more personal note, it's already like 3. I got up at around 6 in the morning today. And it's like, what the hell? Like, it feels like, like in the blink of an eye, it's already 3 in the afternoon. It's been like 9 hours, and it only feels like 5 minutes. right? Same thing for tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Next thing you know, I'll be waking up on Saturday like, holy fucking shit. It's Saturday. It's Saturday, March the 8th. How the fuck did I get here from like February, right? Because my midterm break started late February, right? Those 9 days of the midterm break just zoom, gone. And it's like what the fuck? Where'd you go? Where are you going? Right? All I did from when I got home, like I don't know, like half an hour ago, was sit down, check some, check some grades, check some assignments, right? Mess around on YouTube. I didn't actually watch anything, but right? Mess around on socials a little bit, and then it's like 30 minutes are gone, and it what? Do you mind explaining to me how I sat down for 5 minutes and now 30 minutes are over? Like, what the hell is this? What are you going so fast for? Are you like, is this like some kind of train and you're going as fast as you can to take us to some kind of big destination? Like, what destination? Where the fuck is it? Right? The days, here's what I've noticed the days are fast individually, the weeks are fast individually, the months are fast individually, but actual like big headline events or really even on like individual, the scale of individual lives, actually like being able to do something exciting, like that just seems to drag on and take forever. Like what kind of cruel arrangement is this? Like does God really hate us so much? And yeah, the warm weather, it's just a quick hey, here you go, and then it's cold again, and like I said, it's gonna be raining and snowing and hailing and whatever, and yeah. And summer is, well, it's March. Summer is what? 2 months away. May, and, nothing will change. It'll be warm. Driving will be easier. Walking will be easier. The scenery, the landscape will look nicer, and, we might use the AC more, or open the windows more, or use a fan more, but, that's it. That's about it. I mean, even for the average person, you could say that's about it, right? Like, right, I've been talking to Fred, and yeah, he's not gonna do shit in the summer except work, and if I'm lucky, same thing, or study, or whatever. Let's just assume it pans out for both of us, right? That's all me and Fred will be doing in the summer, just work, and then all our money will disappear because tuition, or insurance, or debt, or some other expense, because apparently nowadays, if you're in your early 20s and you don't have a family with a lot of wealth, or don't have the looks and social charisma to link up with other people your age who are also rich or rich, then yeah, you'll be living paycheck to paycheck. That's just how it goes. And honestly, this isn't hard to figure out, but you could kind of say that society really is built around like people who are conventionally attractive, people who have social charisma, or people who are like really skilled at something, right? Like those three, or any combination of those three. Like you combine social, social charisma with conventional attraction, or you combine conventional attraction with being really skilled, or even just being really skilled. You can kind of just you can get by, or at least live a decent life. Best combination: really skilled, conventionally attractive, social charisma. Second best, which is a lot of people, no offense, is conventional attractiveness, attraction, whatever, same thing, and social charisma. Guess what I don't have, and what you guys watching probably don't have? All three. We don't have shit. So we just get to sit and watch. We're just the kid, you know, sitting on the bleachers, and everybody else is playing soccer, and we're just, we're there because we're too scrawny, and we're not fast enough, and the other kids don't like us because we don't talk, and we just spend all day, playing League of Legends. That's us. That's us, all right. It's like we want to play soccer with them. We want to play with them. Looks fun, but we got to sit on the bleachers because we just don't add up. And The only cope I have right now, honestly, is just fucking a load of sugar, but that's not very good. I don't know, man. Just all this warm weather, and it's like, yay, it's warm. It's reminding me of when I used to have fun when it was warm, and also reminding me that when it gets warm later on, I will just be living the same life. Just won't be as cold, and it'll be sunnier more often. And yeah, the end. Fuck.